Hey guys, Rob here, and I'm back with a brand new review of The Hunt. I've been wanting to talk about this one for a while. It's got Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank, and I like Hilary Swank. I think she's a good actress, and I gotta be honest. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I was not impressed. I'm just like, what the hell is this? I didn't realize that there was a lot of comedy in it. Because if you look at the genre of this, it's actually categorized as a 2020 American horror thriller film. It says nothing about a dark comedy, but there's enough of it to suggest that it could be categorized as one. I loved it. This movie was entertaining. It was fun. I love the fights. I love the kills. It reminds me of an over the top rated R Hunger Games. I mean, the Hunger Games, had a bunch of people, hunting each other and killing each other, kids mostly. But I'm saying it was political. And this movie has a lot of politics involved that have to do with the left side and the right side and the liberal elites and the red state voters. Actually, this movie was originally going to be titled Red State versus Blue State, I believe. But honestly, I enjoyed it. I liked the characters. I think the comedy really helped. Because there were things that were just over the top with some of the situations that were going on. But Betty Gilpin was great. Like, I am not really familiar that much with her, but she was really, really good in this. Jason Blum, I believe he was a producer on this. But you also have Emma Roberts who appears in this film. It's just like, you know, you know how mad people get when you text something political and you don't agree with what other people are saying. You're going against the agenda or something of that nature, and people take it literally or they get angry about it. It's just that's what happens in this film. Like something gets you know something was said, and then and then something gets taken out of context, but there's something actually going on behind the scenes. But this movie didn't do too well due to COVID. Um, it was released in March, and it received mixed to negative reviews. A lot of people didn't care for it, and it's a shame because there is a deeper message behind this movie. I don't think really people got it, but maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't agree with it. But it grossed 15 million and the budget was like 14. So it really didn't make any money back. It but I think COVID was one of the problems, a week within the film's release, they started shutting things down. The financial shortages, probably caused a lot of it. So um, that sucks, just bad timing in a way. But yeah, this I love the fight scene between Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank's character. It's kind of a long one too. Like they it reminds me of Kill Bill Volume One when Uma Thurman and Vivica A. Fox have that fight. She goes in the house, they fight, and then they stop, and then they talk to each other, and then they kind of fight again a little bit. That's what it reminds me here. Like they talk, and then they fight, and then they're, they say something funny, and then they stop, and then they fight again. It's like one of those. I don't know. It was entertaining. I loved it. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be as entertaining. The trailer did nothing for me. It really did not. Um, but there's a group text that happens with these characters. 11 people wake up in a forest for this hunt, and there's weapons that appear in this like I don't know, it's like this little bunker thing, and again, it's like Hunger Games. It's the exact same thing. In Hunger Games, they had to run towards this wall that had a bunch of weapons and swords and all that kind of stuff. Here you have like firearms and all different things that you can kill people with. Um, but they all have their gags on where they have to get a key to unlock them first. But they're killed by unseen enemies, which are basically sniping them, and they're trying to escape. One of my favorite parts in this film, though, is when they go into this like store, and there's like groceries and stuff, and these this man and this woman are there, and like things are set up to be a part of this killing, and the whole store is set up for that, and these people are behind it, and at first you're thinking maybe this person's safe or these people are safe, and it turns out to be the other way around. But when Betty Gilpin shows up, shit gets real. I mean, she talk about a movie where we have a strong female lead right here. It reminds me of Your Next. This woman who you really don't know anything about and don't think that she can actually stand up for herself ends up killing everybody and kicking ass. That's right here. You have a strong woman. I believe she served in the military, I think, but she kicks so much ass in this movie. I'm just like, wow, this woman is unbelievable. Hilary Swank even holds her own in this. But it's basically a journey. It's a journey trying to escape, being captive, trying to escape, and trying to find out what is actually going on. The story progresses. You meet new characters. You meet these villains who are behind this whole thing. And there's so many people behind this. And it was all over this group text. It was all because of this text. And I'm not going to give away the ending. Hilary Swank plays I want to say, the most important part in this film. Because at first, when you see this woman in the beginning, you do not see her face, but you see the back of her and you hear her voice, and it's obviously Hilary Swank. I mean, we're not dumb, okay? We're not stupid. We know what she looks like. We know what she sounds like. So for me, it was not hard to determine who was behind this, or who was the bad person. It was not hard to determine that. But Hilary Swank, yeah, she has a very important role in this. But I just love the chemistry between Betty Gilpin and Hilary. It's just very, very good. There's some really funny scenes along the way with this train scene. I don't know, man. I love the effects and the gore. There was actually some good gore effects in this. Um, but yeah, this movie pretty much received negative reviews. I think on an ABC scale, the average was like a C or like a C minus, somewhere around there. It's a shame. It's a damn shame that it didn't get a higher score. I'm not even sure what the score is on like Rotten. I could give a shit about Rotten Tomatoes. I really don't care. But yeah, Red State versus Blue State is actually what this movie was going to be called. Um, before the hunt. I like the hunt. I don't know. Red State versus Blue State is just, you don't need to be that political. I don't. I'm not political. I hate all the political stuff. I just don't like talking about it. I'm actually glad the election is over and done with. So they say. Um, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, I just don't like talking about it. But they don't. That's the thing about this movie. There are certain all the entertainment stuff is the killings. They don't really get political until, well, I mean, the first part, but then like the last part, they start talking about it a little bit. And whatever. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't, it doesn't matter as long as they don't overdo it. But it sucks. The COVID-19 pandemic pretty much played a part in the um, low the low financial situation that it had for it. Um, but yeah, I give this movie, if I was gonna, I don't know, if I was gonna rate this movie, I'd probably give it a solid, I'd say 8.5. I think that's a fair score out of 10. Yeah, very enjoyable. I mean, if you can get your hands on this, or if you can watch this, yeah, just tell me what you think. I really liked it. Like I said, I don't want to give away too much stuff because like I said, there are important characters and there are things to follow. It's not like the movie's hard to follow in the first place. It's just you need to pay attention to certain things. But yeah, Betty Gilpin, she, she kicks ass, man. She really does. So yeah, really good movie. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be back with more reviews and different movies that I want to talk about, more ranking videos, things like that. So stay tuned. This is Rob signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't get political.